Hey y'all, it's Show and Minnie from the Mama and Minnie Show. I know it's been a while. We've been gone for quite a minute off of YouTube, but we've just been dealing with some personal things, going through some major changes. We recently moved into a new place that we love, and so we've just been distracted by a bunch of things, and so we're back. So hopefully you all will be joining us and following us on this educational journey as I continue learning about motherhood and everything that comes with it, and you'll continue seeing Iman grow and learn. We will be putting out consistent content. I will be updating you all with a schedule, but it's not going to be as strict because part of the reason that I stopped before was that I couldn't keep up with trying to do videos multiple times a week. So I will be consistent, but I will be figuring out the best way to get y'all quality material and also be realistic with myself and Iman and our schedule. Last time I was here, Iman was just over 6 months old, and now she's about to be a year and a half. So it's been a crazy year. I couldn't have asked for a better first year with Iman. She amazes me every single day. She has learned so many things. And now she's walking, she's trying her best at talking, saying lots of words, repeating everything, and she is learning something new, like literally every single day. It's kind of crazy. So this year and a half as a mom has taught me many things, and I'm sure I have a lot more to learn, but some of the biggest things it's taught me is, as a mom, you also have to put your health first in order to be healthy for your baby. Moms have the hard job of caring for the baby basically 24/7. Not that dads aren't great, but 9 times out of 10, they're not there for the 24/7-ness of it. So as a mom, you need to make sure that you take some time for yourself where you can. Now, this is harder for some moms than others. I'm lucky that I have a great support system so that at times I can just get away and do my own thing, but I even struggle with myself, like being able to get away and do that. And not feeling guilty about it. As a mom, it's important to be well-rounded health-wise. You have to be physically, mentally, and emotionally present for your kid. Childbirth is it can be majorly traumatic to your body. First of all, you're pregnant, you put on all of that weight, you're maybe not feeling like yourself, then you go through labor and delivery, and hopefully that goes well, but even best case scenario, it's extremely painful, and now you're here in a body that you're not used to, most of the time you're not really happy with. So being physically healthy is very important, and to getting back feeling like yourself and being able to keep up with kids, because kids have a lot of energy and they don't really care if you have energy or not. I have learned to try to incorporate exercise where I can. A good way to do this is to do mommy and me workouts if you don't have any time where you can get the solo workout in. But in the past few months, I recently started going to the gym, now that Iman's a little bit older, going to the gym multiple times a week and leaving her with some family. And that has been great for me because I feel more physically myself. I've had more energy when it comes time to running around with Iman and keeping up on her schedule, and it also just gives me a kind of mental break. So where you can, any type of exercise that you enjoy, it could be walking, it could be dancing, it could be lifting weights, it could be swimming, it could be whatever, just any type of physical activity, biking, it will definitely help you get back to yourself, and that's one of my tips. If you can get that in there, and like I said, if you don't have time away from the kids, incorporate the kids. Some of the best workouts is when me and Iman are having dance parties, or when I'm sitting her on me so I can do bridges and stuff like that. Check out our Mommy and Me workout video that we did last year. It has a bunch of cute, fun little workouts that don't take too much to do, and you can do them all from home and with your baby. Also, moms, do not compare your snapback to anyone else. I know this is hard to do. It's easier to say and hard to do. But it took me at least 9 months before I started feeling like myself after I had Iman. So move at your own pace. You will get back to where you were, or very close to it. Just take your time and do it at your own pace. Iman is now in the temper tantrum stage. She thinks she knows what she wants at all times, and she's not afraid to let you know. And if she doesn't get what she wants, then it could be very trying. I bring this up because another big aspect of being a healthy mom is being emotionally healthy. It's very hard to have patience all the time, especially as a first-time mom, I feel like, because you're not used to dealing with somebody who can't communicate with you 24/7. Iman's very smart and she understands a lot of things I tell her, but it's not like, of course, talking to an adult where you can really, get mad when they don't do what you want them to do. Being emotionally healthy is good for you and your support system, whether that be your mate, whether that be the family that's helping you out, but it's just important. I don't have a whole lot of tips for this one because it's something that I'm constantly working at, but I think it's just more so something to always be mindful of. You might need to take a break or get away in order to foster that emotional health within yourself, and always with your support system, communicate. If you're not feeling yourself, if you're not feeling up to something, or if you need more support, you need more help, communicate. Because it can be really easy to get into the nobody understands being a mom mode. And that's kind of true because they won't understand unless you verbalize. And it won't get better unless you verbalize. So emotional health is always something to take it to granted, because you could find yourself getting really angry at your baby or resentful or things like that, which are some things that I feel like moms deal with that they feel bad for even bringing up or talking about. And if we did more verbalization, we probably would feel that less. So we have to be emotionally healthy so that we're not creating this negative space between us and our babies. Or our mates, who are sometimes just like our babies. And finally, mental health. I feel like mental health needs more of a spotlight on it sometimes because people tend to not take it for granted, but continue to push through regardless of it. You need to make sure that you are mentally healthy. So, me time, like I said, I keep saying this, but I found that just being a mom, you don't really have any me time anymore. And it's not like, it's constantly go, 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 but even when you're just chilling by yourself, which is something that I love to do as an introvert, it's not really by yourself because the baby's there and they're constantly wanting attention and they're constantly wanting to be played with and stuff like that. And then when they are napping, there's probably a million things that you have to get done. And then when they're in bed for the night, you're exhausted. So if you have a support system, use them. Try to get some break for yourself to do something where it's just something for you. Utilize resources and reach out. One thing that helps me is that I found some mom friends and also some family members who are also moms, and I talk to them because I feel like they can relate. I make sure I take some time to do things I like to do, to read, to write, to go to the gym. In the beginning, when I first had Iman, I would feel guilty for everything that I was doing that wasn't about Iman. And it was kind of driving me crazy, dealing with that and postpartum a little bit. And luckily, I have a mate who saw that, and he kind of pushed me, and my mom was telling me no, you can't continue doing that. So one of the major lessons I've learned from this past year and a half is when you get time to yourself, enjoy it and do what you want to do, and put the other stuff off. It can get done. All right, the dishes might need to be washed, but they can wait a little while. You might need to clean the house. And I'm not saying don't ever do this stuff. Don't take it to the other extreme either, but sometimes you need to just be I'm just going to watch my show right now. I'm just going to read my book. Don't feel bad about doing that because that child will be waking up shortly and they're going to need your attention. So take the time where you can, because it makes you mentally healthy and it makes you not get upset or roll your eyes or feel like you want to cry when the child wakes up crying. So that was just a quick little rundown of what this year and a half has taught me. Like I said, we will be back with consistent videos. My next video will probably be about pregnancy and childbirth during this crazy coronavirus time. As a mom, I have extra anxiety about that. Like I've said, no more visitors to my house because I don't want Iman catching any germs. But yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully we'll be seeing y'all coming to y'all screens quite often because the Mama and Minnie show is back.